is up, Jay Square. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, don't forget to hit the bell so we notified every time my girl makes a video. Anyways, in today's video, we're going to be doing something a little different. Yes, I'm back in the living room. Anyways, we're going to be doing something a little different today. We are going to be doing my 25 Christmas must-watch movies of all time. These are the movies that I grew up with and some that I've learned to love on the way, right? So grab your hot cocoa, grab your gingerbread piece, grab your blankets, your soft but fuzzy blankets, and your slippers and your Christmas pajamas, and let's get to it. Boom. Okay, so my first movie is Home Alone 1 to 2. Though there are about different Home Alone movies, and I actually enjoy 1 to 4 also, like the 4 movies of Home Alone. But the OG movies that I really love the most is Home Alone 1 to 2 because it's really fun and it gets the whole family together. Like every year, if we decorate the tree, we gather around, we watch this movie. Or like when I was younger, me and my siblings, my older siblings, before my little siblings came, me and my older brothers, we went to my auntie's house, and we would just lie down on our bed and watch movies. And that time she had the box TV. Please ignore the noise in the background. But she had the box TV. That's how old it was, and we'd always watch it. And she'd pinch our toes and stuff and tickle us. It was so fun. So Home Alone 1 and 2, that's definitely the movie that is a must watch. So, yeah. Okay, the next one is Elf. I love that movie. It is so hilarious. My favorite part of the whole entire movie is when, if you haven't watched it, I'm sorry, but if you have watched it, is when, Buddy, his name is Buddy, Will Ferrell plays him. Buddy, he first comes into New York, and he says hello to the raccoons, thinking that's his friend, and the raccoon jumps up and bites him and attacks him. It's very mean, but it's very funny, so I definitely recommend you go watch that movie, because it's honestly hilarious, and it will get you in your Christmas mood, and it will also make you die of laughter. Next up is The Grinch. The Grinch That Stole Christmas, but I just prefer it as The Grinch because that's too long. That's long words after that. So anyways, The Grinch is very funny. Jim Carrey plays him. It's right here. All the things. It's right here, or here, depending on where the camera goes. If I'm pointing here, it probably will be here or still be here. Anyways, The Grinch, that is such a funny movie. And my favorite is Cindy Lou because she's so awesome and her voice is just amazing. And like the Grinch, like when he became more happy, it was fun. Yeah, I just really love that movie. And that is definitely a recommendation to go watch that movie because you're really gonna have fun with it and you're really gonna it's such a good movie to gather family around and watch it all together. Yeah. Next up is A Charlie Brown Christmas. I love that movie. Well, I wouldn't say love. I do like it, but I don't dislike it. I like it too because it's such a good movie. I mean, Charlie Brown is such an old movie or show to people from the 80s to the 90s and some of the 70s. So it's such an old movie. But me, I'm an oldie. I like watching old movies. I like watching the old movies from the 90s and stuff. So definitely Charlie Brown Christmas. I recommend that. Go watch it. It's so fun. And if you have children too who like cartoons, that's definitely a movie to get them happy and stuff. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I love that movie. I think it's like a clay animation. I assume it's a clay animation, but regardless, it's such a good movie, and I love it. It's so nostalgic. and it's like definitely will get me in the Christmas spirit. Like one time it was on CBS, but we didn't have it that time, so we could not watch it. But it was, I love that movie. Even though and even though it's like, in the song kind of gets me mad because he tries, and everyone hated him. But as soon as he helped Santa, everyone loved him, right? I say the reindeers in the movie are so fake because how come you hated the man for just being him when even though he had a red nose, because everyone has their flaws, right? You hated the man, right? And you never let him join any games that you guys are playing. All of a sudden, Santa used him. All of a sudden, Santa had him, and everyone loved him. Yo is fake. No doubt and question about that. That is so fake. But it's such a good movie, so definitely recommend it. Next is Mickey Mouse Once and Twice Upon a Christmas. I love that movie. I love it because like Max, Max come in, I love Max, like the Goofy story, and I loved how um the ducks they I love the whole story of Once and Twice. Twice I like it, but I wouldn't say it's my favorite because it's like I like the 2D version of Mickey Mouse and not 3D. My bad, I just sneezed. Anyways, I like the 2D version because it's so nostalgic and it's so fun, especially for people who like cartoons and stuff. And I just love it because that was the original thing before 3D came in. It was always 2D. So 2D always gets me in my spirits, and like the Once Upon a Christmas, the Twice Upon a Christmas is good, but like it's not a love, you know. But definitely watch Once because I love that movie. And next is Polar Express. Polar Express is such a good movie. Though I hated how my sister called me the girl with the arched back. It's probably here or here. But yeah, my sister called me the girl from Polar Express with the arched back because she's, you know, if you know, you know. But anyways, Polar Express is such a good movie. I like that movie. And when I was younger in kindergarten, like the teachers, in kindergarten they would decorate the whole. That time they had the projector. They would decorate it over it with the lights. And on Christmas, like before Christmas break, the last day before Christmas break, it was pajama day, and we had popcorn and snacks and watch Christmas movies and do Christmas crafts in school, in kindergarten, and we watched Polar Express with our pajamas on. That is such a good movie and it's very nostalgic. So next up is Frosty the Snowman. Oh my gosh, I love that movie. It's such a good movie, and I love the song too. There must have been some magic in that old hat that they found, 'cause when they put it on his head, he began to dance around. I like Frosty the Snowman. It's such a good movie, though I hated the evil guy. But who doesn't hate villains? Villains are the worst. Anyways, yeah, Frosty the Snowman. Definitely recommend that movie. That movie is so good. I think it came out in the 90s or the 80s. But yeah, though that is one of the other movies that I used to watch with my older brothers when we went to my auntie's house and she tickled us and pinched our toes and stuff. It's such a good movie, you know. Like when you watch these kind of movies, you remember all the fun times you have with your loved ones, and like hopefully the memories will continue and all that, you know. But as you get older, like those are the times where you're like, man, I really want that to come back. It's so nostalgic. I'm not even gonna lie or hold you. Mickey Mouse Christmas Carol is next. I love that movie. It's the Scrooge movie, I believe, where the 1 second, I'm gonna search it up. I'm using my laptop again. Anyways, yeah, it is the Scrooge movie. That is my favorite movie because it has such a good story behind it. Like, Scrooge, if you watch Christmas Carol, like the OG Christmas Carol with Scrooge or Scrooged. Like, it has such a good story behind it on teaching you how to change your ways and get into the Christmas spirit and don't be mean and all that. Just be happy when it comes around December. Be happy, be with loved ones. That's such a great story behind it because there are a lot of mean people out there, who like are caring about greed and like not about others' feelings. So that is definitely a movie I definitely recommend to watch because it has such a good story behind it. And then you think about all the mean people in the world who definitely need to watch this movie. So they know Christmas isn't about greed, money, and presents and getting. It's about giving, family, love, and yeah. Anyways, next is The Star. Such a good movie. It's about Mary. It's about a donkey who was part of Mary's story of the birth of Jesus. Because, I am religious and Christian. So, yeah, I love the story about Jesus and I love how he's born in Bethlehem in a manger. But this is a story about a donkey who is a part of the story. So definitely recommend it. I definitely watch it if you're religious too.
I'll forward you the email.
It's such a good movie, and I watched it since it came out 2017, 2020, 2018, I think, but definitely watch it. Next is Jingle Jangle. So yeah, Jingle Jangle, I like that movie because it talks about like. Anyways, it talks about like well, in some ways it is about traders. And it talks about staying with your family, because once like you're working too hard, sometimes you need to stay with your family because you end up alone and horrible. It is a good movie, but in some ways it's very sad. But I recommend it because I like the story it tells, but it's just very hard to describe. But if you watch it, you will get to what I'm saying. Anyways, number 13, Ice Age, the Christmas Mammoth, Christmas, whatever you call it. Anyways, I like that movie. I like all the Ice Age movies in general, but I like this movie because I like to get festive with it. But I didn't understand in some cases how there was a rock that involved Christmas. But anyways, I like that movie because it talks about family and it talks about how, again, very hard to describe. But yeah, if you watch it, you will get it and. Next up is Christmas with the Cranks. That is such an old movie, but I love it. It's family time. The Cranks, miserable people. But anyways, it's such a good movie, and to spend time with your family. That is an old movie, like an old, probably 90s, early 2000s movies, like the time when you had box TVs. But anyways, yeah, watch it. Next is Princess Switch. Oh my gosh, 1, 2, 3. I love 1, 2, TO 3. Because there's 3 movies, but I love all 3 of them, and they're all connected to Christmas Prince. But I love both of the movies because they're so good. And like literally, I was watching Christmas Prince like almost a week ago. Maybe a few days ago. Because it was getting loud down there. But let us continue. Anyways, in this. So, now after number 16 and 15, we're going to start with Santa Buddies. Santa Buddies is such a good movie. Like, it's very nostalgic. It's like I don't really know how to say it, but if you've seen Air Bud, and yeah, as you know, he had kids and all that type of stuff. But anyways, yeah, So Santa Buddies is like a movie helping Santa Claus because there's a lot of kids who stopped believing in Santa Claus and relied on their parents. So they had to find a way to save Christmas and let everyone believe in it. That is a good movie because in the movie it teaches you about like when you love someone you have to fight for it, you know? You'll fight for anyone's love, especially family's love and stuff, you know? So yeah, I love that movie, and I love how much I love about the family, the friends, and you know, Santa Claus, because that isn't what Santa Claus is about, but like I like it, you know. Anyways, next is Santa Girl. Santa Girl is about, if you ever watch Wizards of Waverly Place, Harper, the main role in this. So she is Santa's daughter, and she lives her life free-willed with adventure and no problems and nothing holding her down. Then she goes to college. She meets someone, you know, but then she meets someone and really likes him, but her father Santa has something planned for her that impacts her love life, right? Where he's talking to his enemy, Jack Frost, and help her find the love of her life. So Jack Frost sends his son to the same college, and but they were about to get married, but they break it off because she loves the other guy. I like it. I love romance movies. I love romance movies. Just like Princess Switch and Christmas Prince, I love romance movies. It's so fun and it's so good. Like, honestly, I'm a romance fan. Anyways, so, yeah. Go watch it. Definitely recommend it. What's next is Arthur Christmas. If you know, I moved from one house to this house. It's almost been 10 years since I moved. So, when in my old house, we always used to watch this movie called Arthur Christmas. It was such a good movie, and when I think about it, I just get nostalgia. Because, like, I remember gathering around the Christmas tree. Christmas tree was on this end, or this end. Right beside us. Right beside the TV. And we just watch it and turn off the lights, and the tree always, like, lights up and stuff. So, it's like, yeah. It's not an always watch, but when we first got it, we started liking it. Yeah. So, like, yeah. I love it. You should watch it. Especially since it's kid-friendly and stuff. Yeah. What's next is This Christmas. Oh, my gosh. I love this movie. Without a doubt, one of my favorite movies of all time. Chris Brown with the pipes and the vocals. Jeez. Man, this movie is honestly the best, especially with Loretta Devine. It's such a good movie, and it talks about family, and though family may drift apart, they always find a way of getting back together. That is one of the best small speeches that I learned about this movie. That no matter how far a family goes, you guys will always be family, and nothing and no one will ever change that. And that is the purpose about Christmas. Christmas is about family and the love you give and share, So that is one of the things. Also, what's next is Almost Christmas. Same thing. They talk about family, though family may drift apart, whether by opinions or anything. But they always find a way of getting back together and,